St Kilda Beach has been shut down tonight after hundreds spent the day deliberately flouting social distancing rules. Fearing a repeat of the Bondi debacle, the Premier ordered anyone without a good excuse to stay home. Mark Santo
Seems like a setup to me.
Tino reports.
Shoulder to shoulder when they should be metres apart. Complacency in the face of COVID-19 has cost Victorians another precious freedom.
No one should be at the beach. And if I have to take action to prevent people from going to the beach, I will.
The message
Here we go. Here we go.
couldn't have been clearer, beaming across St Kilda. Still, people gathered in numbers, keen to get out after a week working from home.
I think it's also important for your mental health to get out and about. I mean, we were stuck up in the house yesterday, didn't we? We were driving each other crazy.
The fact is that a lot of people...
Wow. It's like... So they've got some backpackers out there, which if they were in their tiny little room, they probably would want to get out. And fair enough. And we've got a fellow here with a hat on.
On the beach is one thing, but the fact is that they're so close together, groups.
Officer,
you're out there too, buddy. So why are you out there? What's your purpose for being out there? It's only a matter of time until you have to possibly walk past a large group, if that's the case. Anyway.
patrolling on foot and in buggies ordered people to separate, but were wildly outnumbered earlier this afternoon, struggling to enforce the message that you must be 1.5 metres away.
I talked to you and I was less than 1.5 metres away from you. Yeah, wow.
From everyone, not just strangers, at all times.
And there's police patrolling the streets. They can't really do much to stop the public.
There's another backpacker.
Until they enforce it.
Port Phillip Council did just that. St Kilda Beach is officially closing as of 6 o'clock tonight. The Premier offering this advice to anyone still confused.
Let's be really clear about this. If you can stay home, you must stay home. That is...
What? Let's be really clear about this. If you can stay home, you must stay home. Well, what? Fuck, that's not clear.
Putting lives at risk. People will die if Victorians act in that way.
People will die in Victoria either way, whatever you do. There's people dying in Victoria every day, or Australia, or the world, every day. So why are you going like this? There's people dying from other things right now, other than this. And you're not panicking about that. Why are you so hell-bent on this? And why are you using this gathering of few people at the beach as your tool? It'll be interesting what happens on Saturday when the temperatures are even higher and people actually have got time if they're not working. That'll be interesting.
Now, Mark, police have started moving people on.
What a difference an hour makes, Pete. We've gone from hundreds of people on the...
So apparently the media are immune to the virus, even though he's probably on a green screen. But apparently they're immune to it. They can go around everywhere. Even when this thing started in China, supposedly, that all the media were out doing all their talks, but none of them had masks on. Nobody was concerned about that. So very interesting.
Sand behind me to almost zero after this ban came into effect. Port Phillip Council beat the Premier to the punch and shut down its entire foreshore. That's St Kilda Beach, every other beach in its local government area, and that ban will also be extended to the St Kilda Botanical Gardens. As for when that may be lifted, we don't know. As of yet, this is an indefinite ban, as you would expect. Whether the Premier extends...
I hate this prick. Anyway.
Premier extends this to every other beach in Melbourne will depend on our behaviour tomorrow.
Well, you better be a good boy. You better be a good dog. Sit, stay home. That's it. That's a good boy.